Welcome to Swam Talk Soccer. It's another time, it's another day, it's another night to talk football, to talk soccer. As you usually know, we're always giving you undiluted news, undiluted football content that has to do with Chelsea, also has to do with major leagues in Europe, also has to do with football in general. Yes, welcome you one more time for another stream. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Yes, we're doing it together again one more time. Let's go for it. Yes, Champions League happened on Tuesday and Wednesday, and what a beautiful game of football we witnessed. Yes, Tottenham won their game, Liverpool won their game, Manchester City won the game. So also other last team representing England also won the game, but only Chelsea lost the game on Wednesday against Bayern Munich. On Wednesday, I wasn't expecting that. I thought probably we'll be able to win the game and win it convincingly based on how we've been playing in the past games, based on the fact that we are the world champions. But it happened, we lost that game to Bayern Munich by 1-3. I can see the boys were fidgeting on that game. I can see the game actually overwhelmed the boys on that day. Yes, probably say the first time after 3 years that they've been off Europa Champions League, and that really showed on that day. You know, Bayern Munich have been in the game for years, from 1 year in, year out. They compete in the Europa Champions League, and you can see that they were so overwhelming. They overpowered Chelsea in every area. Tactics for tactics, passion for passion, zeal for zeal, tenacity for tenacity to overpower Chelsea that night. I believe that's one of the games that will probably happen that way. Chelsea will pick up points, pick up winning games in subsequent games in European Champions League. And at the same time, the coach made a mistake, committed a blunder. For me, on that day, his selection were awful. Awful. His selection wasn't good at all. You don't because we used James as an inverted midfielder at the Club World Cup final against PSG doesn't mean that you always work all the time. It was a mess, really. It was a mess. Play with James as a right back. When you play with James as a right back, yes, it worked at the during the final of the Club World Cup against PSG. It worked fantastically well. We put PSG in our pocket, but he wouldn't work all the time. It is not all the time that you find such tactics work in. You should just change your tactics and see how another tactics can work well based on the opponent you're playing, based on the tenacity of the game, based on the system of the game, especially your opponent. Enzo Maresca didn't really select well on that day, and when I saw the starting lineup, I said, wow, why is he playing this day? I was expecting Estaval to start that game on that day. I was expecting Estaval to start that day, and I was not expecting him to use Rhys James as an inverted midfielder that day. Use Rhys James as a right back and use Cucurella as a left back. I was not expecting him to start Malo Gusto on that day, but I saw Malo Gusto on the lineup, and I said, wow, God help Chelsea. And eventually they were overwhelmed. I mean, they were completely overwhelmed in that game. I can see Chelsea of old manifesting that day, and it was because our selection wasn't good, and it was because probably we are still young in the World Champions League concerning some players in that team, except for Rhys James, who has played in the final or carried Champions League before, lifted Champions League before, and probably Enzo Fernandez, who also played with Benfica in Champions League. I can't see another player that played Champions League in that team. Chaloba too, who also played Champions League. Every other players, they were young in terms of Champions League. They haven't been exposed yet in Champions League. That will be their first time, and I believe they did relatively well, but they weren't prepared enough, and they were overwhelmed by Bayern Munich, who has a fantastic setup for that game, fantastic tactics for that game, and they were able to win the game convincingly with the instrumentality of Harry Kane on that team. They were able to win the game convincingly on that Wednesday. That is all about the Champions League that happened Tuesday and Wednesday. Some beautiful game of football were played, and we all enjoyed. Football is a beautiful game. Football it has a spirit that is beautiful. Football is a fantastic, a phenomenal event, and a beautiful game. and he brings everybody together. He brings supportership, he brings passion, and it brings unity among the people. That is what we call the game of football. Yes, this is another week 5 in EPL, also major leagues in Europe, Spanish La Liga, Italian Serie A. So we're going to give you the download of the matches that we play in Spanish La Liga. So also matches that we play in Italian Serie A this week. Let's go. Let's do it again. And don't forget, like I said, to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. It's a beautiful channel. I believe you are enjoying the content. Back to back. Yes, let me start with Spanish La Liga. Matches that will be played tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday in Spanish La Liga. Yes, Real Betis defeated Real Sociedad today by 3-1. Wow, that's the first game of the week in Spanish La Liga. Like I said on this channel, you'll be able to know about Spanish La Liga. You'll be able to hear content on Spanish La Liga, hear content on Italian Serie A. And that's what we're going to give you back to back, that we usually give you back to back on this channel. So matches that we played in Spanish La Liga. Tomorrow, Girona is playing Levante. Tomorrow, on Saturday, Real Madrid is playing Espanyol. Those are all teams, as in team that have that tradition of meeting one another. Real Madrid, Espanyol, they're playing tomorrow. Real Madrid, Espanyol play tomorrow in Spanish La Liga. So also Alaves is playing Sevilla tomorrow. That is the former club of Kelechi Iheanacho, that Nigeria international. He now plays for Celtic in Scotland. Villarreal playing for Osasuna. Who plays for Villarreal now? Thomas Partey, former Arsenal player and Ghanaian international. Thomas Partey now plays for Villarreal, and they are playing Osasuna tomorrow as in Spanish La Liga. So also Valencia is playing Athletic Club tomorrow in the last game tomorrow, Saturday, in Spanish La Liga. Let's go to Sunday. Games that we play on Sunday in Spanish La Liga. We have Rayo Vallecano playing Celta Vigo on Sunday. Mallorca is playing Atletico Madrid. Yes, Elche is playing Real Oviedo on Sunday, and Barcelona is playing Getafe on Sunday. Those are the beautiful games in Spanish La Liga that you can watch and enjoy this weekend. Let's go to Italian Serie A. Yes, let's go to Italian Serie A and see matches that will be played tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Today, Lecce lost to Cagliari by 1-2 today. We're not expecting that result to happen, but it happened. That is football. Tomorrow, Bologna is playing Genoa tomorrow. Hellas Verona is also playing Juventus tomorrow. Watch out for Juventus. They are playing fantastic this season. I think they are picking wins and picking points. Udinese is playing AC Milan tomorrow. So on Sunday, Lazio is playing AS Roma in Italian Serie A. Cremonese is playing Parma. So also Torino is playing Atalanta. That's Atalanta, the club of Ademola Lookman, and is back to the team right now. Hopefully he'll be able to feature in the game against Torino on Sunday. Fiorentina is playing Como on Sunday, and Internazionale playing Sassuolo on Sunday. Let's not talk about English Premiership. It's week 5 in English Premiership, and there are some beautiful matches that will be playing English Premiership this weekend. Yes, I can't wait for those games. The first game Saturday morning, early hours of Saturday morning, is between Liverpool and Everton. That is taking place in Anfield. Let's see how Liverpool will play Everton on Saturday tomorrow. Liverpool is playing fantastic. They are winning games. They're even on top of the league in English Premiership this season. For a team to beat Liverpool this season, you have to buckle up. You have to play well. You have to be on top of it for you to beat Liverpool, because they are really playing well from the defense to the midfield to the attack. Liverpool is really doing well this season. So Liverpool is playing Everton tomorrow, Saturday. Brighton is playing Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur is doing well too, with the acquisition of David Simon from RB Leipzig, and so also they even I acquired Kolomwani also from Juventus. So also some fantastic players they have, and they are doing fantastically well. They won the Champions League games last Tuesday. So watch out for Tottenham, especially with their new coach Thomas Frank. Watch out for Tottenham this season. West Ham is playing Crystal Palace at the London Stadium. Wolverhampton Wanderers also playing Leeds United, and Manchester United is playing Chelsea tomorrow. Wow, at the Old Trafford. What a game! What a rivalry between Man U and Manchester United is taking place tomorrow at Old Trafford. I'm going to talk about that game after giving you the download of the games that will be played in the English Premiership this weekend. Fulham is playing Brentford also tomorrow. On Sunday, big games. Bournemouth is playing Newcastle United. Sunderland is playing Aston Villa. And the game of the week, Arsenal playing Manchester City on Sunday. Who's going to win that game? Arsenal, Manchester City. Let's watch out for it. Let's come back to the game. Big game tomorrow. Manchester United versus Chelsea. That's the tradition. When Man U play Chelsea, that's just a tradition. They've been playing one another for years now, for decades now. And each time two teams play together, lock-ons together, it's always that tradition, always that passion, and it's always that supportership in that game. You know, Man U, they're on the low right now. They're in trenches right now. They're not doing well right now. They're not winning games right now. They're losing games, and the coach is still looking for a way for his team to start picking up points and picking up wins in EPL. They're not doing well at all, so psychologically they're down, and I believe it's going to affect them tomorrow. Why Chelsea play them, so they'll be able to win the game tomorrow. Tomorrow's game, Man U is going to pick up form with Chelsea tomorrow. They're going to keep playing the way they've been playing, so that we can have the day to ourselves tomorrow. So Man U versus Chelsea. I remember the tradition. I remember the rivalry during the days of Alex Ferguson, the days of Jose Mourinho of Chelsea. Then I remember the rivalry between the two teams when Man U and Chelsea playing. Wow, it's a big game, and it's still a big game tomorrow. So we're all going to watch it tomorrow. Manchester United versus Chelsea. Let me tell you, I believe Enzo Maresca should deploy the bus tomorrow. What I think Enzo Maresca should do tomorrow that will be different from the way he played against Bayern Munich on Wednesday in the Champions League, and I believe with that we'll be able to win the game. Use your best team, Enzo Maresca. Use your best team as your first selection tomorrow. Use your best team as the first half tomorrow. Don't reserve. Don't put your best on the bench. Use your best. Don't save your best for the last. Use your best tomorrow. I mean, in goal, of course, use Sanchez tomorrow in goal. If you can do this tomorrow, yes, you'll be able to win games convincingly. We'll not be struggling winning games. Put Sanchez in goal tomorrow, and at the middle of the center of defense tomorrow, Pierre Chalobah and the Tosin Adebayo. Let's give him a chance again to this time around. Probably will be different from Bayern Munich's game. I believe they will do well. They've been doing well before. So put Chalobah. I'm expecting to see Chalobah and Tosin Adebayo at the center of defense tomorrow, and Reece James playing from the right back tomorrow. Don't put Reece James in the midfield tomorrow. Don't let Reece James invert tomorrow. Reece James playing as a right back tomorrow, and Kokoraya playing as a left back tomorrow. In tomorrow's game against Manchester United, from the middle of the park, use Moses Caicedo and Andre Santos tomorrow. Can we just bench Enzo Fernandez tomorrow? He's not playing well. Andre Santos is more direct, is more skillful, is more creative. He can create damage in the midfield. He has some dangerous passes that he can do tomorrow, which I believe, and his focus, his sight, his vision for football is superior compared to Enzo Fernandez for me. And I believe Andre Santos will be able to do well tomorrow if he paired Moses Caicedo in the midfield tomorrow. He did some passes against Bayern Munich from Wednesday, and I can see that is a good ball. He's a fantastic player. Let's use him tomorrow and see what's going to come out of it tomorrow. So pair Andre Santos with Moses Caicedo in the middle of the park tomorrow, and use your wingers in Pedro Neto from the left tomorrow. Use Estavo Williams from the right tomorrow. Estavo Williams from the right tomorrow. I believe he can cause damage. I believe he can cut in from the right wing and cause trouble, cause issue for Manchester United tomorrow. And your strikers tomorrow, you can use Kopama in front of Andre Santos and Moses Caicedo, and with João Pedro being number 9 tomorrow. Let's use our best team to play against Manchester United tomorrow. Don't let us gamble the game tomorrow. Let's play the game with everything that we have tomorrow, and I believe we'll be able to carry the day. This is my prediction for tomorrow's game. Man U 1, Chelsea 3 tomorrow. That is my prediction. I believe we are going to win the game. We have the material to win the game. We have the skill to win the game, the skill set to win the game. We have these boys to win the game, and we surely do so tomorrow against the Manchester United. Thank you one more time for joining me tonight. Thank you for the stream. I appreciate you so much, and we're going to do it again and again another time. And don't forget again to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Yes, thank you so much. And as we do so, do have a beautiful day.